Hey podheads, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host Starbuck, aka Prince of Dorkness, and today we're going to take a look at the first two issues of the Gambit miniseries by Chris Claremont on Marvel Comics. So stick around, let's talk comics. Hey podheads, welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, make sure that you go ahead and subscribe below, ring that bell for notifications, and if you like this video, give me a big thumbs up. Thanks so much for watching. Today we're going to take a look at the Gambit miniseries. We're only a couple of issues into this book by Claremont, Cotillon, and Grundenjern. So far, I have to say, I'm really digging this book. I was excited to see a new Gambit miniseries because I feel like there haven't been a lot of like Gambit-centric books lately, and I'm really excited because he's one of my favorite characters. I've just finished reading the second issue that came in the mail yesterday, and I have to say that overall, most of the time I don't really like it when Marvel goes back and does books like the X-Men Legends series and whatnot, where they're taking place in a very specific time in the Marvel history, because I don't know about y'all, but I don't remember what happened 30 years ago in comic books, let alone remember well enough to be able to kind of like put together all the nuances that the writer is trying to uncover in your memory. So not generally a big fan of that, but with this book, they are doing just that. This book is based during the time after Aurora has been de-aged, and she's about 11 years old, and we've got a kind of a fun story that fits right in that timeline of Remy or Gambit and Aurora, who is of course Storm. In the first issue, we see Storm basically refreshing her thief skills with Gambit in New Orleans. It's a cool story. It's fun. It has to do with I think the Shadow King, which I thought was kind of a cool villain. It feels very much like the story ends kind of a one and done with like kind of a setup to the next storyline. But I don't I have to go back and reread the first one, but I don't think it really went that way, because the second issue starts another story that I believe is unrelated to the teaser left at the end of the first issue. So clearly Claremont has some ideas down the pike that are going to be coming out in the storyline as well. But in the second issue, we see Ro and Remy on the road. They get mixed up in, some nice people's trouble, like superheroes tend to do. And I thought it's a really good start to what's probably going to be a short and simple storyline featuring Gambit and Storm. So I think it's a really great book. I'm really enjoying not only the kind of the nostalgia of the time period, because I don't have to really know or remember a lot of the storyline that was happening way back then, but I do really like the writing, and I think that Claremont, of course, is a master comic writer, and from his run on the X-Men for what, 30 years, we know that he has a way of encapsulating human drama better than most. And one thing that I can say is this is obviously a heck of a lot easier to read than those 50-year-old X-Men comics, but all of the heart is still there. All of the human tenderness between Remy and Ro is there, and I really like those parts in the book. So overall, it's a quick story. It's probably, in the 5 issues that it runs, is not going to make any world-changing, effects on anything. But I mean, if you miss Gambit, I think it's definitely worth your time. And that's kind of where I'm at. I miss the character. I want to read more about him, and this is a fantastic chance to get a start doing that again. And hopefully they follow it up with a new ongoing, because I would love to see a new ongoing. In the meantime, though, I hope that you guys will take a look at it, check it out. The second issue has been released recently, so hopefully you should still be able to find both of the issues on the shelves right now in your local comic book shop. Hit me below, let me know what you think of the Gambit mini-series, and let me know what books you're reading right now that you're really enjoying, because I'm always on the lookout for books that I'm going to pick up, read, and share with others. So have a wonderful rest of your weekend, folks. And remember, when all else fails, take a nap.